From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Bates now, ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. There's the power. Here comes some speed. The 40. At the 20. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing. McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
On now is McManus to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. Into the red zone. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
So darting this offense, getting set to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
19 Lions, go!
This is caught. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7. All right, I know y'all can't see this, but your girl is throwing some punches up here. Some early body blows. Brock, that team wasted no time reaching the end zone and then dropped another 2 points right on top of it.
I must say with the 2-pointer, Kate, that was more than body blows. They just dropped a haymaker right to the chin.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
One defender failed. His buddy was there to swarm to the ball. Make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 25-yard line.
Nix from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and out third down. Throw here, third down. On the quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And after burning a couple early, they're down to one to work with now. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. Here we go on fourth. Nix. Got his man. It's Golden. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 18. And the Packers first down.
Throwing on first down. Nix. That's complete to Musgrave. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5. This is Jacobs running left. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now
There's another 4. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. And it looks like the offense was there to recover it. They're inside the 5. Now leave the offense out there and try fourth and goal from the 4. They're going to try to throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. Brock, they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And first down only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's on target to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped right around the 26-yard gain on fourth down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Throwing on first down. It starts. That's safe route working the sideline. Complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 47.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
60 by 18. Warriors, 70. Check up.
From the gun, here's Dart. Buying some time right. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
17 yards.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. They just keep working it forward early. We've got first and 10 now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cowboy in the go.
You just get the play off. There's a screen out for Walker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 8-7 the score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance.
Ready. Drop low 80.
Walker on first down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Offense up to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
This is Walker on second. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. This does not get it. Snagging short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
It's now fourth down
Trying
and
to get it on the keeper. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs churning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
First and goal. Here's Walker. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, did the job on first down, more to come.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal. All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. On third and goal, it starts. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, it just couldn't quite hang on.
And he won't come through on fourth and goal. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, Well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. Still going through the 25. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll give the Packers the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Nix's pass intercepted.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Here we go. Let's go.
Complete on the option. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he's got it. So they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Could make the hook up with Matthew Golden. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. He finds Jacobs here underneath. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offensive line fast. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Who should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. 2 in a row now, slipped away.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
On target to Musgrave. And they're going to be sent out, Brock, with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. quickly trying to get set again. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
At the 7-yard line.
He gets it again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. These last two snaps will fail force this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
3rd and goal. Here's Nix. Brought in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal. 4th down, pass coming. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And he makes the catch in the end zone. And that 2-point try trims the deficit to 1. Well, Brock, the run certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you spend all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
1st and 10 from the 43. Nix from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after it.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Packers trying to hurry to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Nix looking to throw.
31-yard line.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Might shift to the run here. 3rd and inches. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
And the Packers.
Now a time.